I started it just a minute ago and I didn't know what date it was. So welcome. Today is September 19th, 2020. If I would film this tomorrow, it would be September 20, 2020. Ugh. But I'm going to film it today. Anyway, my name's Bonnie, and I live on a farm in southwestern Pennsylvania. I live here with a dog and a cat, 3 horses. I have 2 daughters, and here I am. So this is a podcast about all making. I really can't tie myself down to just say this is a podcast about knitting or spinning or weaving. It's just making. So sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea. I've got, this is a really, really old cup, and this is from, this was made in England, and it's Clarice Cliff. If you can find these are, this was a coffee cup, and I think she was making these, she has a lot of Art Deco mugs. She was doing pottery in the early part of the 20th century. But she took some old patterns from some dinnerware from the past, and she made these. So it's still, 100 years old probably. I just like it because it's really, really big. So welcome. I'd like to welcome anybody that's jumped on that's new. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the podcast. And for all of the folks that have been following me along over the last episodes, I think this might be episode 7. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a podcast, I guess, really about my life and my making life and the things that I do here on the farm. So what I'll do is I'll share with you, if you saw in the intro, I got a new teapot, and I really like it. It's cast iron, and it's painted like a burnt orange, and it came from a company called KAI, and let's see, where are they from? They're from Texas. So at KAI, KAL. I guess it's KAI. We love bringing you the highest quality, most delectable and healthy tea blends available. You will be proud to offer our teas on your tables and to your guests. We source our teas only from the USDA certified organic growers in the most pristine tea growing regions of the world, including Lanka, India, Yan'an, China, and the USA. Our blends are created in-house for complete tea time satisfaction. It's guaranteed. So, and then they give you brewing instructions. So I'm really, really trying to, just live a healthier life. So make sure I have exercise in my daily routine. So Gabe and I try to go for at least one walk a day. And just getting out and enjoying nature. I did the Whole30 diet in, I think it was the month of February, and Stephen and I both did it. And it was really funny because we went out for Valentine's Day at Red Lobster, and we're like, we can't even eat anything here, can we? I mean, we thought of all the restaurants, Red Lobster with fish would give us the best option. So we told the waitress that, we're really, starting this, and it's like right in the middle of what we were doing. And so she was really good about it. So we didn't get cheese or croutons with our salad. Normally I have croutons, I have blue cheese dressing, blue cheese on my salad. I just gob it up with everything. So I'm not tasting the greenery of my salad. I'm tasting all the other stuff. So I got oil and vinegar, and I am hooked on that. It's just so pure and so simple. So I thought, I drink coffee in the morning, and one of the things that I was doing is I was pouring probably a quarter cup of half and half in my coffee. This is like really TMI, but I'm gonna finish. I froth it up, I put it, I heat it up and I froth it. And then I don't really drink a whole lot. I do have 2 cups of coffee, but I think, half of that is the frothy cream. So I thought there has to be a better way, and I love tea as well. So I thought that I would try some green tea. And so this KAI Organic Tea Company has green tea. This one that I'm trying right now is called Pearl River. And I got another one, it's called Gunpowder, and this is green tea. And Sencha is another blend, and it comes in these really, they're plastic, and they're, I don't know if these are, it doesn't say. Well, I'm not sure about the packaging. It doesn't say anything about it, but they're resealable, so they stay fresh. And then this one I opened, and I made a cup of tea, or a pot of tea, with this last weekend, and this is called Texas Pecan, and this is black tea, it's not green tea. So, and I'm really enjoying this. It's, it's these little pleasures that if we take the time out of our daily life to make a little time for ourselves and make something as simple as a cup of tea, make that an event, make that something that is really special for you. So, so I'm enjoying my tea right now. So cheers, and I hope I don't slurp. I probably will. That's really good. Very nice tea. Okay, so what I have for you today is as far as the farm goes, there's really not much of anything happening. The horses are doing great. The farrier comes out every 5 to 6 weeks, and they're all three are doing really, really good. Several weeks ago, Gabe got loose, and it was my fault because I thought that he would stay with me, and I let him get off the leash, and as soon as he realized he was off, he was gone. He was running. So that was probably 2 hours of me trying to get him. So that was a real pain. I'm going to try to work with him. There's a place in Bluefield where I'm teaching, and they have a dog park, and it's fenced in. And he loves these little dog treats that are like pieces of bacon. He loves them. He's like, there's like foam coming out of his mouth. He loves them so much. So I'm going to take him every day over there, and he'll be in a confined area, and he can just run. Because right now, during the week, when I'm here at home, we go for a walk on the farm, but he has to be on a leash. He can't, he'll just run off, and he's just too big. He's deer size. He just is too big, and I would be afraid that he would get hurt and somebody else would get hurt. If he ran out in front of them. But right now I take him for a walk on a leash in a park in Bluefield, and at the end of, he's just so full of energy. At the end of the walk, I just stand and just go around in a circle, and just almost like you're lunging a horse, and he just runs around me. So I'm lunging him to try to give him some exercise and just burn off some of that energy that he has. He's going to be 3, and usually Dobermans really start to settle down at 2. So I'm hoping that, they're so mellow and they're so sweet. Today I gave him a bath in the bathtub. I was going to try to film it. Actually, his fur is so thin that he just picks up dirt, and I have to give him a bath at least once a week. So today he had actually, I rinsed him and washed him 3 times. But anyway, I'm babbling, sorry. Okay, so nothing new on the farm. As far as finished objects, I'm going to show you some things that I've made in the past. I did do a few things, but then I've bought so much yarn and so much stuff to make. I think I'm nesting. Now that the weather is cooling, it's like I'm hunkering down for the winter. Somebody said we were supposed to have a blizzard. I went to a township meeting the other night, and somebody said we're supposed to have blizzards in February. So, as if I need to buy anything. I don't need to buy anything, but I don't know what happened to me. I was doing really good, and all of a sudden I lost it. So anyway, let me show you a few things. Let me show you first what I'm making. So Crochet Deb wasn't sure if I'm a crocheter, and I do have crochet hooks. I just bought this one at Hobby Lobby. And I have crocheted when I was really young. My mom crocheted, and she taught me how to crochet. And my aunt, although she never taught me how to crochet, I would sit with her and watch TV, and she was crocheting all the time. And she made these beautiful angels that you stiffen, and just beautiful things. I don't think I have anything of hers. I might. But I did crochet with rags, like strips of fabric. I crocheted a rug, and that's up in my daughter's bathroom. So I'll stop and show that later on in the podcast, or just show you a picture, and I'll do that. I'll insert it here. So, but what I'm doing is I am making these little scrubbies, and I'm going to put these on my Etsy shop. So these are little washcloths, and you can buy the yarn at Hobby Lobby, and I believe I saw this on somebody's podcast, Leslie Friend. She was making these, and this is Red Heart, and this is Scrubby Sparkle. So I'm going to do a couple of these for in my kitchen. I'll make them a lot bigger than this, but this is the yarn that I'm using, and I also have a ball of white. White, here it is. And okay, so here's the white, and then here is and you can see it has like these little like flecks of string sticking out. So it acts as this is cotton, and it acts as an exfoliator for your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bundle these up into little packages of 3, and I'm going to offer this, my soap, my handmade soap, and the little exfoliating little washcloths. And I thought this would make like a really nice Christmas gift, or just, you know, something special for yourself if you are so inclined. Now this has aloe vera in it. It has a little bit of citrus as a scent, but not much. It's more, it smells, you can barely smell the citrus. It's mostly just like a gentle soap. And this has vitamin E in it. So it's really good for your skin. The other podcast, the last podcast that I've recorded, I showed the lather on this. And it really is nice soap. It really is. So I thought these colors just kind of went nice together, and I'll package it all up. When you see it in my Etsy shop, this will have a little band on it, and these will be all wrapped in a nice little bag with some ribbon and things. So I just thought it would make a really nice gift. So if you're interested, okay, so the one thing, let me see if I can find it. I have to share this with you. Okay. First of all, I painted my nails. So over the summer, with my gardening and all the work that I do, pulling weeds and all the stuff that I do and mucking around in the barn, my nails are a mess. But now that I started back to school, I love this color. I love this color, and I have to tell you about this. So this is, if you are not familiar with the woolly thistle, you have to go to her webpage. She has yarn that she imports from the UK, and you don't have to pay all the crazy whatever, the shipping and all the stuff that they tax on when you buy something over in the UK. So she's just got all the Jameson and Smith and just all these incredible, incredible yarns. And they're all, you know, I think they're reasonably priced. So, but she started selling nail polish, and every color has something to do with knitting. So this one, I think you can see that. It's true to color. This is called What Ya Swatchin'. This is the one that I have on. This is called Yarn Fumes. I've worn this one. This is called Yarn Sniffer. I haven't opened this one. This is called Deep Stash. I did put this one on, but I took it off. I like it, but I think you have to have a special place to wear that. But this is called Fearless Steeker. And then this one, Polymonogamy. So I haven't opened some of these, but this comes from Make Your Own Polish Company, and I think this is made in Pennsylvania, Easton, Pennsylvania. So, but the thing that I like about it, well, I was having so much trouble trying to find nail polish. Some of the stuff that you get, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't stay on. Or then there was a nail polish that when I was trying to take it off, it wouldn't come off my nails. So I hope you can see me. I'm sorry if there's a glare. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. So I'm feeling really special. I love my nail polish. Okay, so those are my little scrubbies. I'll show you a couple things, then I'll run through some of the other things that I've purchased. This is a hat that I made about 2 years ago, and I don't know, I like the little fur on it. I really do, and I bought a whole bunch of like furry yarn because I was going to make a whole bunch of these. And I love the yarn itself. But it's way too small. I mean, totally too small for my big head. This is like a child size, I think. I don't know. So anyway, let me see if I can pull you down a little. I feel like there's a glare. I don't know. I'm sorry. So anyway, here's my hat. These I made last year, and I didn't have a particular pattern for this. I just kind of winged it. I like the yarn. I can't find the other one. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. But I was going to make a vest with this yarn, and then I just didn't like it for a vest. So I made these fingerless mittens, and I like them a lot. This hat I made a couple years ago, and this is my hand spun. And this hat does fit me, but I'm not going to try it on because for once in my life my hair looks nice. I just got it cut this weekend, or this past week. So I like this, and I think I made this pattern up. And this is a blast from the past. This is the very first hat I ever made, and this is with my hand spun. I love the color. I think it's pretty. And this is my very first mitten, And I made this on my knitting machine a really long time ago. And this is, I think this is Marhaven yarn. It's kind of a wonky thumb. Okay. I made one of these. Look at these glove blockers. I can't remember where I got these from. I got them either on Etsy or on eBay. These are so smooth. The wood is just unbelievably smooth. I love these. These are amazing. But anyway, I made one. I do have the pattern. I know it's upstairs in my sewing room. This is hand spun as well. And I only made one. I think I ran out of this yarn. That's why I stopped. So this just sits on this hand. Okay. Now, what I'm working on at the moment is I am working on a pair of socks for Stephen. And I found a woman on the internet that the sun is really changing in this room. I look like I... Okay, how's that? No. I might have to move. If I sit like this, it's not bad. Okay, so I found a woman on the internet, and she had a YouTube on just a basic sock construction. So I wanted to get it right, and I cast on, believe it or not, I cast on 64 stitches. And Stephen wears a size 13 shoe. It's 13 or 13 and a half. But his feet are very, very narrow. So he always has a hard time finding shoes. So I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening with the light. If I move in closer. So anyway, I got this far. I love this yarn. This is the yarn that I use for all of my scarves. The hitchhiker scarf, and it's the KHUSKU. Okay. Marasol yarn. Okay. So that is not that color. I'll show you that in a minute. But I really like how these are turning out. He's got an outfit all ready for these. He has a pair of green pants that are going to go really nice with this. So, and I have the other one almost done as well. I've kind of got them in the same stages. So I'm just working on the, I'm just working on the gusset right now. So this one I did to here, and now I'm doing the gusset. So I'll finish this one and then finish this one. But for the heel and the toes, I'm using this yarn, and this might be a little scattered, but this is the only way I can explain. Okay, this yarn came from this is my very first time that I bought a mini set, and they were packaged in this little box, and Manos, I can't say that, You're gay? I've heard it, but I forget I forget how to say it. But anyway, isn't that cute? I love the little box. Now let me show you all the minis. So I'm going to do a pair for myself, and I was really, really struggling over which color to make the heels and the toes. So originally I was going to do those two. And even that, the lighter looks nice. I did like this, these two together. I thought they looked nice. So I'm going to make a pair for myself, and I'll probably use that. But I thought for Stephen, blue is his color. But look, oh gosh, I love minis. And I've got my sock mojo back. I did not want to make socks for the longest time. Believe it or not, as awful as this lighting is, the color is really coming in. It's a little grayer there. That's better. So, but these are so soft. And I will link the YouTube that I'm using to make these. She explains everything really well. So, so yeah, this is I hope to finish these this week. I really hope to finish these. So, let's see, I'm just gonna, when you do a podcast, it's amazing how much stuff you have to pull out. Here's a gray. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this is my hitchhiker. I always have to have one of these on the go. And this is this Marassol yarn. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so that's the label. And this is how far I've gotten. Let me explain why this is like this. It's also like this. When Scarlet Kitty is alone, let me tell you, this is balled up like this because wait a minute, that's not even the yarn. It's this yarn. Okay, so, and it's balled up like this because when I came home, all of my yarn, I'm so sorry, all of my yarn, it was yarn barf. She totally destroyed my yarn, completely. So this was the second time I had to roll this ball up. But here's the scarf. I love the colors. I did make one exactly like this, or very similar in colors, and when my daughter Jacqueline was home, I gave her my very first Singer sewing machine, and I gave her this scarf and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, so yeah, I love the colors. Okay, so I'm hoping to get these two things done, the socks and the scarf, in the next week or so. Oh, okay. Now, let me share something with you. Okay. I bought this at Bluefield Yarn Company. This is Crazy Zuber Ball, and look what she did. Look. This was all wrapped up in a beautiful ball. When I came home, it looked like this. This yarn was the same way. Let me see if I can fix the light. Wait here, I will be back in 1 second. Okay. I don't know if this is any better or not, but okay, so I made these think it was last year. And I just wanted to use up this yarn. And I didn't have a pattern, I just kind of went with my hand size. And I really like these a lot. So, and I keep these in my purse all the time. They're great for driving. And when I'm outside, actually, what I'm feeling right now are those little jaggers from hay. So I use these when I'm baling hay. Okay. I've just gone crazy with buying yarn. This is the yarn. I bought this from the Woolly Thistle. This is Fennel Rama, and I think the colors are just numbers, 0487. So I'm gonna make, she has a vanilla sweater pattern, and it's like this, it's really pretty. It's just one size, one big giant sweater. I think I might do a couple modifications to just give it my own little style. But it takes 6 balls of this, and these are, let's see if it says, these are 50-gram balls. So I will insert a photograph of the sweater. And like I said, this is from the Woolly Thistle. This yarn just keeps calling me. And if you remember in the last podcast, I said that I really wanted to make it with this yarn, but I didn't have other yarn because I wasn't going to buy any more yarn, and I was going to use what I had. Well, I caved. So this is also from the Woolly Thistle. This is Jameson and Smith. This is Shetland. And this is Moirette, which I love. That's one of the colors of the Shetland sheath. And I think for the Stillness shawl, these 2 colors are going to be really, really pretty. So I need another color, and I really would like a dusty rose to go. There's some rose in here. I have the brown. There's a really pretty green, like a forest green that I could use, but I am thinking a dusty rose would pop this, or even a burgundy I think would make this pop. So that's gonna go on my needles. Scarlett did get a hold of this, but she couldn't ruin it. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. I think I'm gonna do a shawl with this, but I have to figure out what other colors to go with it. If I like the Stillness shawl, I might make something. But I thought this is so pretty. This is Emma's yarn. Crazy beautiful color. Practically perfect sock. Okay, this is hand dyed in Florida, and 80% merino and 20% nylon, 400 yards. So, as awful as it looks, the skein is so terrible because of my unruly cat. I was sitting on the bed, she jumped up, she grabbed the whole ball and started running with it. Rah. Two-tone shawl, and I'll insert the picture in the name. And I'm going to do the knit along with them. And I think what's really cool is I do want to go to Rhinebeck next year. And so this shawl takes a really long time to make. It's linen quill from Pearl Soho, and it's 50% Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And you can actually see the little linen flecks. They're kind of sticking up. You can see the little pieces of linen in there. But I think this one is called Nutmeg, if I'm not mistaken. Fresh Nutmeg is this. And this is my color. According to Debbie, my friend Debbie, she says this is my color. And this color is green turquoise. So I'm going to start these. I think the actual cast on was yesterday, and they do have a hashtag on Instagram, and so I did post my yarn, but I've got to put these into cakes and get started on that. Okay. Now I'm going to take a sip. Hello. This is my outfit. I wear some kind of a sweater or a cardigan, a scarf, one of these stretchy little tank tops, and my leggings. That's all I wear all the time. And I don't want to wear that. I need a new style. What I decided is I really like stretchy fabric. So that's one thing that, when I'm teaching, and I just like to be able to move freely without any confinement. So I bought this pattern, and my plan is to make this dress. But I didn't realize that the back looked like that. It has a V in the back, and I want to be able to wear this with like a heavy cardigan in the wintertime. So I am going to make this because I already cut out the pattern, I cut out the fabric, and I will make it and wear it, but it's not really what I want. So this will probably just be one dress. So I went back, and I also did some patterns that you can download, which I like much better, because I end up tracing these because I hate to cut up my size and then you have all these other sizes. What if you want to make it for somebody else? This simplicity pattern, if you can find anything like this, it's the amazing fit. The directions are unbelievable. First of all, it gives you instructions on if it doesn't fit, for you to try it on. So you cut all the pieces out, you pin everything together, and you try it on and see if it fits. Then you start looking. They give you guidelines for if the shoulders aren't right, or if the bust area doesn't look right, or the waist area isn't right. It gives you very specific things to follow and things to do to make sure you get a good fit. And I really like this. One thing I really liked about it is, okay, the seams follow the contour of your body. It has a dropped waistline for, it falls between your natural waistline and your hip for comfort and ease of wearing. So it's not like binding you right in your tummy. And I just really like this a lot. This is the other pattern that I'm going to try to make. So let me show you some of the fabric. And I'm probably going to actually go with I'll probably make this one and this one. So this is the fabric that I'm making for the first dress. So this one, and I tried it. I went and looked at the measurements for everything, and I like things a little bigger, so I thought, well, I'll just do a large, and I cut this out for large and it's too big, so I have to take it back and cut it down again. So here's the fabric. I really love this. I think it's going to be really pretty with a black cardigan or a green cardigan. I think it's going to look really nice. Okay, so that's that. Then probably for all the other dresses, I bought this fabric. I love the roses. And this fabric, I love that. And that one is going to be with this dress. Okay, and then I also got a navy blue. Here's the navy. I'm sorry, this is so sloppy. So here's the navy blue fabric, and then I do have a black fabric that's very spandexy, and I might do that one in this, but I'll probably do the spandexy black in that dress. Okay, so let me just finish showing you my yarn. I do have other things, but I'm going to save them for the next podcast. So here, Bluefield Yarn Company had a sale on this, so that's why I kind of went a little crazy with yarn. So let me see if this has. This is hand painted merino and bamboo and nylon, and I don't know if this has a color name. I don't think this does. No, it just has. Oh, it's called Andes Mountains. Okay, so there's that. This was, I think this was also on sale, and I was thinking of using this with this, but this is more of a worsted, so I don't think I can do that. But this is Sueno, Sunino, worsted by Haiku. And this is merino superwash visco. It's 80% merino superwash and 20% visco from bamboo. 182 yards. I think it's just too. It's too heavy for the. And then here's another for hitchhiker, and this one is called Inti Amy. And that's because these were all on sale, so I had to get them. And mucha pica Machu Picchu. That's how you say it. And here's another color. This is Rio Amazone. I'm I'm schooled in French, not Spanish. But these are pretty colors, and I will always have a hitchhiker on my needles. It's just one of those things that just really calms me down. So, so yeah, here's the Scrubology cotton. It's cotton drifts. So this is for the scrubbies that I'm making. Okay, and then this was Yarnology. This was a brown crochet hook. And I have other hooks, but I just decided to splurge. So, okay, the last thing, I have a couple more things for my shop that I wanted to share with you. I am making little progress keepers and stitch markers, and I'm going to put these in my shop. And this is for all the dog lovers out there, or it could be a kitty paw. So these come in a rainbow of different colors. So I have that. And this is a stitch marker, and that's, let's see if I can, there we go. Little bunny. Isn't she cute? I love her. I loved making her. And then I thought this was really pretty. So that's a little bird. I love that. Okay. And the other thing that I'm putting in my shop, I know I shared with you my candles, and I did have several folks who saw the show or the video from the last time I podcasted purchased some of these. They come beautifully wrapped and very well packaged, so they come to you unharmed. And I just love, I love his little tail. I think he's so cute. So I have that one. I've added a few more, but let me show you the ones that I showed the last time. There's another beehive. And then there's this. I will have all the molds that I make. And I really like how the beeswax has just that little speckle in that. It just makes it look so rustic. And this, for all your knitting friends, is a beeswax candle that has cabling on it. I liked that. This one I love. So this is, it's got honeycombs, honeycomb, honeycomb, and then it has a bumblebee on top. So I really liked that. And then this one. So it just has bumblebees on it, all around it. And I do have a Christmas tree, and I have some snowflakes and things like that that have snowflakes on them. So, so if you get a chance, go over and visit. Oh, I also have tapered beeswax candles as well. So if you're interested in a set of these too. And they also have this really cool speckling to it. So if you're so inclined, this came out of my garden. I have a ton of these, and I'm going to put them in all the bedrooms in my house, and I'll probably have a couple of these, and I have a ton of pumpkins too, and I'll probably take these and put them in my office on my desk. And I know there's some faculty that'll probably like to have some of these. These are patty pans or pan patties, and I don't know if you can make anything. I think I've seen a couple recipes for them, but I I just love their shape. I just think they're really cool. So I'm gathering these, and I've got tons of tomatoes. I've got some gourds that Stephen is going to paint and make little birdhouses with. So my garden has been amazing this year. And I think the one thing that I did different this year in the garden is I used compost, organic compost in the garden. I had that brought in, and I think that made a world of difference because my soil was so bad. So I did that, and I have posted in Etsy the little dress, it comes in sizes 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year. So if you're interested in a special little gift, it comes with the little headband, and there's 2 different fabrics. Right now I think I just have listed the red fabric with the little cowboys and cowgirls on them, and then the little denim shoes. So if you're interested, and I'll put a picture here so you can see that again. But I do have other colors that I'll make up, and then I'll share those with you on Etsy and on this podcast. So Gabe and I are going to go for a quick walk, and I hope you have an incredible Saturday evening. The temperature here is absolutely beautiful. I was going to go to Sugar Creek, Ohio and go shopping today, but I just had too many things I had to do here, so with school and homework and all that happy stuff. So, but anyway, I hope everybody is safe, and I am so happy that you joined me here today. And if you like this podcast, I hope you give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Bye for now.